All right, the weather's pretty crappy here in Southwest Ohio, so no chance for me to go out and record anything today. So I figured I want to do something. I want to put some kind of video out. And I received a package yesterday, and then I received another package today. So how about I show you what I got? So welcome into my studio. As you can see here behind me, I'm much of a nerd. This was originally set up when I was doing more video game stuff than disc golf stuff, but we're in here today because I received a package. I had to get a couple replacements from my vacation time in Florida. I had lost my Proxy down there, and I lost one of my good Envies just before heading to Florida. And tales old as time with me, I didn't even lose it like in the water or in the bushes or anything. I just left it by the basket. All right, so without further ado, let's go through it, and I'll kind of switch between camera angles here to give you a better view. But first on the docket, first on the list is this Axiom Plasma Proxy. Let's take a look at that. Just a really nice Proxy. This white color, the nice bright blue rim. You can see I've already dinged it up a little bit. Good disc. All right, and then second on the list, I'm sure you've heard of this disc before. This is a custom stamp from DFX on a Axiom Time-Lapse. So the new Simon driver. This is absolutely gorgeous. It's a nice bright yellow. Camera's doing it pretty good justice there. It's not popping out this rim color as well. Let me take you over to the overhead cam. All right, so yeah, the webcam here is not doing it perfect justice. It's pretty close. It's a little bit more blue than this grayish color in person. Not much. It's pretty close, but this stamp is sick. The basket with the gold burst rays coming out of it and the gold / silver disc. Absolutely gorgeous disc. I love the way it flies. I love the way it feels, and I absolutely love this stamp and this color scheme on this DFX Axiom Time-Lapse. Next on the list is the Axiom Prism Plasma Envy. And I've had this special edition stamp before. I used to have one that was on a blue flight plate with a dark purple rim. Absolutely loved it, and I left it sitting next to a basket. Same way I lost my other, that's not even the Envy I was replacing this time. That was like a year ago, and then a month and a half ago, I left my regular Plasma Envy, my yellow and blue one you've seen on some of my videos. I left that next to Great State's practice basket like a dum-dum. So let's take you over here. If you're not familiar with the MVP plastics, I don't want to bore you with a whole spiel about them, but if something's available in plasma, which is like the shiny material here, I generally prefer that. And then Axiom is the only brand so far that does the Prism plasma, and what that is basically they use this they have another plastic called Proton, and it's kind of almost like a Champion from Innova type plastic, kind of that see-through plastic, and they mold the rim of that here with sparkles in it. So the Prism plasma is my absolute favorite. Axiom, let's talk. Axiom disc, Prism plasma. Prism plastic in general, the other ones, Prism Neutron even, but Prism plasma, please, please, please do more Prism. I absolutely, it's odd because I don't honestly prefer Proton plastic for my flight plates. You're not going to see me carrying Proton very often. I have a couple that I like, but in general, I don't prefer that plastic. I prefer the plasma. But as far as the rims go, I absolutely love that Proton because it seems like it's just as grippy as the standard rim, but it seems like it's more durable. And honestly, I feel like I get better flights out of it. And that could just be me wanting that to be the case. But Prism, plasma, plastic. Say that 3 times fast. All right, like I said, I've already thrown all these. And this was the one I really had a hard time putting in my bag. Like I wanted to put this on the shelf and not throw it because it is so beautiful. But I couldn't help myself. This is the Axiom. If you can't tell, I'm a huge Axiom fan. All 4 of these are Axiom discs. But this is the Axiom Insanity, and this is in the regular plasma plastic. This is absolutely gorgeous. Let's take you over. So this one has the gunmetal black flight plate with the standard silver stamp. And then the blue and purple, which tends to be my favorite color of disc in general. Usually when I order from Axiom, like, let me pull out the Insanity that this actually replaced. So this is the Insanity that was in my bag previously, and this is a standard color. It's the Proxy that was in my bag that I just lost too. It's generally the color scheme I'll go to if I can find it, is the blue plate and the purplish rim, because I really like blue and purple. But this kind of takes it to the next level. You got the black flight plate, which I really like that too. And then you got the blue and purple. Now that they're doing this mixed color rim, some of them get really, really nice. It's definitely in the bag. I threw it once today and it flew absolutely beautifully. Man, I love the Insanity. These are good discs. But this is what we're going to show you today. I ordered a different disc. So I played Echo Valley last Friday. I had the day off. I decided to go down to Echo Valley and play it. And there was a family out there towards the end of the course, and I could tell that they didn't really, understand, like, to be on the lookout for people playing and whatnot. So as I went to pass them in between holes, I asked them if they were interested in playing, and they said, maybe one day and not today. So I gave them my Watt. Wanted to give them a super simple straight putter, and I had my Watt on me. It was the only one I had though, so I needed to order a new one. And that's what we got right here. I'm going to open this up for you. So let me put this over here. All right, so two things. We'll save that for a second. Obviously, that's going to be a mini. But I found this custom dyed MVP Watt. We're not here for that. We're here for this disc. You can kind of see through it here. This is a MVP Watt. Look at this. Absolute beautiful disc, especially probably would have been better if I would have got it a couple months ago, now that we're in winter, but still the little autumn fall leaves. I like the different type of leaves on here. And again, from what we were just talking about with my Insanity, like, these are my colors. This has a little bit more pink in it, but I like the purple and blue. I don't know, it's just, I saw this and why I didn't hesitate. I was like, yeah, that's the Watt that needs to go in my bag. That's absolutely beautiful. So we'll look at the card second. Let me show you the work, the hard work that this individual put in. They wrap this stuff up nice. All right, look at this. Look at this mini with a little sea turtle on there, with the different shades of blue popping through. So I figured that would be fun for me to lose, because I have a very bad habit of leaving minis. Again, most of the stuff I lose, it's not when I throw it, it's when I don't pick it up. But if you watched any of my Florida trip, you know how much I really enjoyed the Watt. I was throwing it all over the place and couldn't stop singing my praises about it. So let's give a shout out to Disc Dies by Melissa. And she has a website, discdiesbymelissa.com. So make sure, I'll put a link to this down in the description, because you can tell I am not good with my directions here. That's it. Thank you, Melissa. Absolutely love the work that you did on this Watt and on this mini. I saw some of your other stuff as well. I would love to get it, but disc golf budgets are disc golf budgets. But I think that's it for me, guys. I wanted to show you what was coming in. Again, unfortunately, I can't really get out and record anything for throwing. I do have some videos coming up on the horizon. I'm trying to do 2 a week, so make sure that you're subscribed and you got notifications turned on so that you know whenever I do post new stuff. We also have a big event coming up, as far as videos go, coming up in March. So if you're going to be around in March, me and my buddy are going to do a huge video. I don't want to give too many details about it right now and spoil it. I want to hammer out a few more details, and then we'll be getting on that here soon, so we'll be looking forward to that. So again, if you stuck around to this point, if you wouldn't mind, please give the video a like, and check down in the description for a link to Melissa's dyed disc there. Again, that was discdiesbymelissa.com, and on Etsy. So excellent, love this, and we'll see you in the next one.